G'day and hello beautiful people, it is Millwell here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, night, no matter the time wherever you are. Hope life is treating you well. This week for Walker Wednesday, the 8th episode. Going solid. Essentially when it comes to Road to Survival this week, words, it's hard. I finished the divided roadmap. Now I did lose a lot of footage. I thought I was recording when I wasn't. Unfortunate. Sometimes I don't look at the Elgato software and see if the record light's on, or I think I press it and I don't. But anyways, 10 acts done. The highest sort of team level that it got to was 5,449. So my team wasn't really going to struggle with getting through the divided roadmap. There's very few roadmaps where they do struggle, even when it's hardcore mode and you can't add in faction supporters or use items or anything like that. I've got a high enough team grade now that I don't really struggle with any roadmap. Like, there's no roadmap I can think of recently where I've struggled or had to change my team or I couldn't just fast forward through it, which is why I don't really post videos on me going through roadmaps, because I fast forward through it. Like, there's no strategy in it at all. It's just purely my team has power and can go through it. Maybe one of these days I might want to sit there for a bit longer than I have to and actually use a lower grade team and use items, or be a bit more smart about it and think about what I'm doing. But for now, I'm just looking at completing things as fast as I can and getting on with the game, I guess, and moving forward. So that's why I don't do too much on that sort of stuff. I did in the early days. I might start doing it again maybe, but anyways, for now, divided roadmap completed. The reason why I went through and completed that was, number one, I usually leave things to the last minute, and I didn't want to do that this time because the amount of stuff I've lost because I've left it to the last minute, I was not risking it for this. And I also needed, for other roadmaps that had limited time that would have expired before the divided roadmap, I actually needed Jackie, so the New World Jackie, or the New World Order Jackie I should say. I needed her to actually be, for some of them I just needed her in general, and then I actually need her to be tier 5. So you think about the Silence roadmap, I need her to be tier 5 to finish the second act of that. So it made sense for me to just bite the bullet and sit down for, the 20-30 so minutes it takes to finish the divided roadmap, fast forwarding as fast as I could through it, times 3 always. If we could do it faster it'd be great. And so yeah, basically that's what it was about. Like I said, as you'll probably see in the video, it skips from the first act all the way to the last one, and I did lose the majority of the footage from the last one because I was going to do the last few stages where it got a bit harder, but unfortunately I wasn't recording when I thought I was after this first act. Sometimes I end up doing something because some of these roadmaps, even with fast forwarding through it, it can take hours to go through them. This probably each sitting took half an hour plus. So sometimes I would sit down and record, and then I would get up and do something else, and then that's what's happened here. I finished the first act and I got up. Yeah, I didn't press the record button, unfortunately. Okay, a bit of silence there. So moving on from that, finishing up those sort of stages, it went on to the grey market. Now in the grey market, like I said, I needed Jackie, so I traded in those 10,000 headbands for the New World Jackie. And then I was planning on getting the sort of next one from, more than likely, the New World tokens is probably, or I could build up enough headbands again. But from that divided roadmap and the various headbands that I've got through the gameplay of doing, say, the loyalty roadmap, I got enough so that I could get her this first time. And I do have a fair few New World tokens build up to the point where I can definitely open up the first lot, so I will definitely get another Jackie to tier 5 her, which has come in real handy for the Silence roadmap. Like I said, Act 1 you don't need Jackie, Act 2 you need Jackie to be tier 5, so I will be getting that second Jackie from the New World tokens because I do have enough of them to complete the first stash. Here just what I wanted to do was tier her up a bit. Not that she needed to be tiered up for the New World Jackie roadmap, which I started. She didn't have to be tiered up, I just purely needed her, especially for the early stages. But I wanted her to be tiered up just so she had a little bit more health and attack, and so just mainly health, but so she wouldn't die very quickly, because naturally most of the power is going to come from my other players, which are a much higher level. But I wanted her to have some degree of something there so she's not dying every 5 seconds. I just pretty much auto-filled and then went through. Like I said, I'm not here trying to think about things strategically, I just want to get through things. Plus these early days, it's really not going to matter what my team is with mythics, because these early stages are very easy, and in particular when it comes to walkers, as long as they don't really get close, which as you can see the damage, I don't even really need to headshot them, so I don't even need crit hit to actually kill them. So didn't really matter, it was just autofill and go. So I did start the New World Order Jackie roadmap. Of course you got the loyalty roadmaps, which are daily, and so I'm also doing those for that headband. You have the New World Order tokens roadmap, which is also daily, so I've been doing that as well. I finished up the Insurgents mission, which was for killing walkers, and got some more New World Order tokens there as well. So like I said, I will end up getting the second one of her from those openings. That will probably be in next week's video where I'll actually do those openings. What else have I been doing this week? Faction Survival Road, I've been doing that one. I've been leveling up my characters in general to get those extra dog tags. The dog tag logging calendar will end tomorrow, so you're only going to be able to get dog tags if they're still available in rewards when it comes to your leveling and so forth. So pretty much it's not really hard to get enough tokens to finish the actual divided mission, and then you have more than enough to actually farm. Like I said, the New World of Tokens roadmap doesn't require them, but the Silence roadmap will. The Silence roadmap doesn't. It's the loyalty roadmap that you've got to farm for more headbands, so you'll need your dog tags. But let's move on to survivors. This week, all about level 17. Finally, Town Hall to level 17. Pretty much every building level 16 except for my third formation ground. It's only level 12 because I can't go any further than that until I level up my Town Hall, which nice and beautiful, level 17 there. Extra hospital, well, and butcher shop. Now what this means, you notice how I've always had my buildings on these two sides. Like I've said previously, it's just purely because using the mouse and dragging down, I don't like having multiple, like in a big area, I just like cramming it into one. So I had to change it up a bit because I was starting to get a bit too cramped, so that's what you were seeing there. To upgrade the wall this week, I needed to upgrade my butcher shop to level 17 and then my meat locker to level 17, and then I could upgrade my wall. So that was one of the very first things I did after upgrading those butcher shop and the meat locker. From there, I wanted to finish this first half of my sort of town here first. So I went on with the post office, the bar, and started upgrading all those. Now, it was an extremely long wait time to upgrade the training grounds. It's 3 days. So this time around I didn't have to worry about upgrading my tier of fighters. So I reverted back to my old method of upgrading my houses first, so that I'm able to train bigger group size, or have a bigger group size in training. So I went on to the
sled.
Let's kick some ass. Let's kick some ass.
Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadow.